heroin that we can use, you know, and it's tighter, you know, and widescreen.
Okay, straight away, guys. Pictures up, lock it up. Set. And have you a question?
Yeah, what about that light?
Just let it go.
When John gets into areas that are action-orientated, he doesn't have a command of what he wants. And in action sequences, you need to have a very strong idea of what you want to achieve on it.
And action.
Help me, somebody!
Cut.
Okay, that had some problems.
Okay, that's a wrap.
Well, it's a little quick, huh? With it.
Okay, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Call seats, get your call seats.
People are starting to resent when they come in and don't work. Jason, who hadn't really been in anything all day, and they put him in an hour worth of prosthetic. You know, that's the kind of stuff that's just, you know, we've got to manage that better.
I felt it was absolutely imperative at that point to talk about the gross inefficiencies that we were displaying. I called a meeting on set where it's like, guys, this is no way to make a movie.
We did a great job, and we also did a very piss-poor job, and it's not John's fault, not your fault, not Steven's fault, and yet it still happened, and so we can't have it. Essentially, my concern is that we didn't use half of our cast today. You know, I sat down with pencil and paper, and we basically wasted $5,000. When we don't shoot them, that's $5,000. That's just incredibly poor management on our part. We shouldn't be leaving the set without knowing what we're doing in the morning. Part of that falls on Steven, but part of it doesn't because we don't know what we're trying to shoot in the morning.
Ben is just really frustrated because now he's got all these actors coming in when they're not needed, and that costs money. And they're sitting around and they're not shooting, and he's paying for them.
It makes us look like we don't have a clue. We just can't have everybody all the time.
I had to kind of lay down the law, like, guys, we either have to use these people or let them go. It's the politically correct thing to do, it's considerate to our actors, and it's gonna help the movie.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you. Oh, wow. Nice big time.
It's our 5th day on the set, and there's a lot of tension to overcome. Yesterday, the cast and crew were feeling that John wasn't communicating well and were becoming very frustrated.
She was camera right.
Oh, you're right there.
John just seemed morose. So I asked Diana's wife what she thought about John's state of mind. How did he feel?
Oh,
He seemed a little down.
he felt, you know, that aesthetically, he was being fought by the camera crew, and
I got that sense right away.
they aren't necessarily in his corner.
He had some problems with the camera department as far as getting what he wanted. I don't think that they really trust him yet. I don't think people believe that it's going to work, and I don't think they like his way of shooting.
Diane certainly confirmed my worst fears. I think the situation between Tom and John is either going to get better real quick, or it's going to get a whole lot worse. This could become an issue that just not only compromises the movie's aesthetic look, but keeps us from getting our day.
John is an extremely sensitive guy, probably to a fault, but that's who he is, and part of what makes him special.
Can Tretch fall more like honor? It'd be great to have a run-up, you know, on it.
He's standing right there. I can't get much because he's right next to us.
The goal here is to get John to stay focused, stay on schedule, and get through his day any way he can.
There's got to be some way we figure out when we're doing this stuff and when we're not.
Well, I thought it was like with action. And
we can't do all these wide shots that way. Just we don't have the lights or the time to do it.
yeah.
I think the communication has just got to be more clear for everybody. John's got to figure out what he wants to shoot, and he's got to do it much faster than he's doing now.
Give me some action!
What are we averaging in turnarounds, you know? 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 45
Half hour?
minutes?
Yeah, we're about a half hour per setup. We had people asking questions that should be asked when we first start to set up a shot, like, who's going to be in this shot?
Where's beer guys?
Right now.
I think John came in with a specific way or ideas of what he wanted to shoot, and as soon as we veer off it, we seem to lose him. What do you want after this shot? We've got this shot. I'm very Harry, just give me a second here. Please, just stop interrupting, and I just find you can have whatever you want afterwards.
There's got to be ways to suck time out of this day.
Just keep pushing them to work fast. Filmmaking is a logistical enterprise. You absolutely, positively have to have a plan when you go in, or you're just wasting money.
Oh, day one.
Wow, how smooth.
Here, on Hot Wheels.
Today, I think we've only actually completed one, maybe 2 scenes. We got more than half the work just in the afternoon. Hopefully we'll get to, but I doubt it.
You have to understand that the last time when you guys brought me in, I was here for 9 hours before you guys shot me. I just don't want that to happen.
No, we don't want it to happen either.
I have to go to the bank, I have to go to my landlord, pay my rent, I like stuff I have to do. If I'm needed, then I'll stay, but if you're not sure, I'd really rather go.
I've never had this kind of experience. I feel like an extra.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, well.
A non-important extra.
Exactly. It's just been a lot more standing around and waiting than I have ever done before, you know.
Have you done anything today?
Nothing. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning.
But when Eileen comes and she's, up at 4:45.
That's your director, is what that is. You can't just leave actors sitting around.
Not only is it annoying for actors to wait around and not get shot, it's very expensive because they get paid for every second they're on set, whether we use them or not.
Guys, can I just grab everybody just outside for a few minutes, just have a quick chat with you guys?
Outside?
Yeah, you guys are frustrated. You can see that we're frustrated. The thing is, we're all in here for the same thing at the end of the day, which is to get this made and try and get the best thing out of it. I know this conversation isn't traditional, but we're not dealing with something that is straightforward. Like, what can you guys do and what can we do?
John and the whole kind of DP crew, there seems like a lot of friction right there, and I feel like it's kind of affecting the mood on the set a little bit.
Sometimes you don't know what you're doing. A lot of times we're coming in and, it's about to roll, and I literally don't even know what scene's being done.
I just felt like I couldn't let another day go by like this because, it doesn't help John and doesn't help the production. I think John's depending more on a lot of what you guys are bringing. Just try and nail him with specific questions as soon as you come in. The more specific you are, the more controllable John is what he wants to do with you guys. And guys, I appreciate it.
We're ready for a camera rehearsal, guys.
Yeah, let's talk, boys.
We had a meeting with Joel, Nick, myself, and Jim Glandrip. Essentially, I kind of had to relay to them what the crew frustrations were, the actors, and what I saw as the problems. Just said, hey, look, guys, we've got to get control of this. For the first time, I'm starting to get scared that he's really in over his head.
This is really pathetic.
Yeah, I've never experienced anything like this. I really think there's a sense that it's at a certain point today, it was almost chaos there. I mean, is Eileen here?
Eileen is here. Do we have anything on her with all this stuff going on?
Guys, these people have been here.
Is Eileen going to go through another day and not get shot?
No, not if I have anything to say about it.
There are a lot of people who are frustrated with John. Some people are even angry with him.
We cannot send this left half of the bar home without shooting them today. Only John at this point knows how he's putting this movie together in his head, and that causes problems of making our days.
Okay, picture's up. Okay, suddenly the beast comes in.
Action.
Cut. We've still got half of our day's work to do. We'll finish up 3 to 4 hours away from where we should have.
Does that look about right?
Okay, guys, here we go.
I was hoping that we'd be getting a little bit more footage, because I know it looks great. I would rather have, more. I'm not really that worried about being over, but I know Steven is.
I'm not worried. You should be worried.